Hi Aquarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for November 2023. I hope everybody's doing great. I want to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Aquarius out there, so just take what resonates for you and just simply leave the rest for someone else. Please keep in mind that the monthly readings are predictive in nature, so if these events are not occurring for you right now, they could occur in the next few weeks. As always, Aquarius, please don't try to force yourself into a reading. That just simply is not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aquarius? All right, Aquarius, you are starting out with the Sun. Very nice. And it is crossed with the Queen of Swords. So Aquarius, you put your boundaries up because you're very clearly seeing a situation. I do see, though, that you're very happy here with this, with the way life is going in general. In your past, we have the Page of Cups in the reverse. Underlying reason for the reading is the Hangman. So you may be, you've got strong boundaries here. You may have turned down a love offer in the past, or there was just a new beginning here that failed to materialize. I am seeing that all of this is happening because you're in a waiting mode. What's on your mind is the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So you're thinking that that something here is blocked. You could be thinking your happiness is blocked. There's something that you're blocking, perhaps. We'll clarify, but there's a blockage in your thoughts. Now let's see what's happening in November. The Moon. So something is coming towards you that you do not see coming. Something that's been hidden here. Let's see how your energy is showing up. Show me Aquarius energy, please. The Strength card. Very nice. So you're being very strong here. I get the sense that either you are comforting someone else or they're comforting you, but there's a strength in you right now, which is very good. Let's see the energy coming towards you. King of Swords. Okay, so you could have another Aquarius or a Gemini or a Libra approaching you, but there is an energy coming towards you that is very truthful, very direct. They might not come across as being particularly emotional. They may be very analytical in the way they approach things. In Spirit's advice, you have the Hierophant in the reverse. So there is a need for you. I'm getting two messages. There's a need for you to hold off on any type of commitment. And also, there's something to do with a institution of some sort. It could be work. It could be church, or there's something about an institution, and it feels spiritual that you are not to trust. That's an unusual message, but it's there for somebody. All right, so in your outcome, we have the Three of Wands, so that's more of that waiting energy. That's why all this is happening to begin with. All right, so at the bottom of the deck is the King of Wands. Underlying energy, you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but this is the energy of action. So underneath all of this is there's inspired action. There's something to do with passion or passionate action. Let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Sun here? Yeah, the Ace of Cups. So that's happiness. Happiness and love. A new beginning in love and happiness. That's at the center of your reading. Interesting. Why is the Queen of Swords here? I feel like your guard is up. You've got some barriers up. It's because of past hurts. Yeah, there's something you don't trust about this. There's something you don't trust. You're trying to see it clearly. You're trying also to learn from the past mistakes of the things that have occurred in the past. And I have to say that you're coming across as being a little bit untrusting. Now, perhaps that's very warranted because you did have that in Spirit's advice. There is, in the past, there was an opportunity at new love that you either turned down or someone else turned down. It was turned down because of fear. Somebody was fearing taking a risk, either you or someone else. But I am seeing new love coming in. Interesting. Why is the Hangman here? Why is the Hangman here? And it's going to make you very happy. I feel like it's, yeah, the Lovers. So you're waiting for this love. That's why this reading is happening here, is because you're waiting for this love. And you don't want just a regular love. You want that uncommon spiritual type of love. And you're waiting for it. You're waiting for the right love. Some of you may have been in a situation where you had a choice between two, and you don't want to make a choice, or someone else had a choice between two. Why is the Eight of Wands here? Queen of Cups. You're all about love, Aquarius. So you've got love on the brain, but you're not going to just give your love to anybody. You're going to block anybody that is not of the highest order. So that's actually very commendable here. Your standards are very high, and it looks like you're going to get what you want. So, and you do know what you want. So let's see what's happening in November. Show me November. And you could be a Cancer sign might be approaching you in November. I'm also seeing Taurus. Leo is here. Show me November for Aquarius. All right, let's see what we've got. You've got the Emperor in reverse. The Strength card. Now that goes into your energy. Six of Wands. King of Pentacles reversed. Six of Coins reversed. The Sun. Again, that's in your present situation. Page of Swords. Ten of Cups. And the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that there is something headed your way that you don't really see coming. And I'm assuming it has to do with love, because this is all happening because you're waiting for that perfect love, and you're blocking anything that doesn't meet those requirements. So I do see that there is something approaching that is unknown. With the Emperor in reverse, you're going to feel like in the first week of November, you're going to feel like there's a situation here that is completely out of control. Now, some of you are leaving a connection. You're moving away from a connection with somebody who is extremely controlling, and, you know, they just don't appear to be, they are not who they appear to be. And I do feel that this person is, you know, they can be rather abusive even. But you are showing up here as being very strong throughout this entire situation, and that's going to bring you success. So if you are leaving this individual that is very controlling, for some of you, this could have to do with a work situation. The Emperor can sometimes be a boss, and this could be a very controlling boss. And you've been very strong. You've controlled yourself, and you're going to have success over this situation. For others of you, I do feel that this has to do with love, because a lot of this has to do with love. It's very dominant in your energy here. Now, there is a situation, you're going to feel success over this, a situation that seemed out of control, that seemed like it was just spinning out of control, right? You're going to have success over that in the end of the first week. Going into the second week, I see that that success is connected to a loss of some kind. Again, King of Pentacles could indicate a job, or it can also indicate a commitment. A commitment that, you know, somebody hasn't been what they should have been, but you've been very strong and persevered. It was an unbalanced connection. And I do see that you will have success over that. There could be a financial loss, but it's going to affect you, but I feel like your happiness is at stake. So you want success in your relationships, and you feel very strongly about that. there is a loss that is occurring because of an unbalanced situation by the middle of the month. And I do see that you feel that loss keenly. However, you're very focused on your happiness. So you're focused on success and happiness. You're being strong in the face of odds, you know, going against you. And this is why you're feeling blocked in love. Yeah, so I see an ending of a connection in the first into the second week, for sometime in the first 2 weeks, okay? But I am seeing that it was an unbalanced connection. Now, in the third week, I see you becoming very happy. I see happiness entering your life in a big way. There's something to do with either a small communication or something that you have found out. It's going to make you happy. You might have been like looking at something, or somebody could have told you something, or there's something. It's a small communication or something that you have discovered that is going to make you really happy in the third week of November. And I do see that that happiness is here in spite of a loss and an ending, because this connection that is ending here is not a connection that you wanted to be in. It looks like a karmic connection. It looks like it lowered your energy, and it was not something you wanted to be in. So you're looking for your happiness. And I see you by the 4th week of November, you know, accepting this loss, but you're moving towards happiness. And it's because of your own strength of character here. You're discovering that you can be happy without this person. Because this person is not who they should be. They could be very disloyal, or they could be somebody that is a karmic, but they're very controlling, and they're not as they appeared to be. And so you've kind of looked at those details, and you're finding happiness in spite of this loss. So, which is good. Now, I do still see you waiting for love, though. So let's see, why is the Strength card here? All right, so we have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Pentacles. And we have the 7 of Cups. Yeah, so you're being strong. This is your energy, Aquarius. So you're being strong here in the face of you either leaving someone out in the cold, or them leaving you out in the cold. Or it could even be a mutual decision, to be honest with you. There is a sense of abandonment or rejection, though. And I see you investing your time into other options. You have a lot of options here. So, in fact, you have so many options here by the end of the month that it could be even confusing. So, you're leaving something behind. You're taking the L. You're being strong throughout it. And you're investing your time and energy into other options. And you're waiting to see what's going to happen. But it is on the ending of something that could have even been long-term, or even a marriage for that matter. Let's see. Why is the King of Swords here? This is the energy approaching you. Now, this is an honest energy, so I don't feel like this is somebody that's from the past, because the past person looks to be unbalanced and not very nice, to be honest. All right, so we have the Knight of Swords reversed, the 3 of Swords, and the 5 of Cups reversed. So this person who's approaching you is very direct. They could be holding back from talking to you at this time because they have gone through something painful here as well. It could have been third-party energy. So what they're doing is they're in pain, and they're kind of holding back, and they're going over the events in their life before they focus on new love. So right now, they're not quite ready. This person still needs to heal. But I do feel like they it could even be somebody that you haven't talked to. So this could very well be somebody you have yet to meet, because you have options. And it's an unknown that's headed in your direction. Somebody you haven't spoken to, possibly. But this person has gone through a very painful situation, and they're kind of processing that, but they're on their way out of that. By the end of the month, they're going to be focusing on love again, having learned lessons from this painful experience. And this person is honest and very direct. Yeah, they're an honest and very direct person. They're moving away from a very chaotic situation that was painful. And by the end of the month, they're going to be really managing to refocus on love, but they will have learned their lessons. So that's what I'm seeing here at the end of the month. Yeah, you may have yet to discover this person. All right, we have the Hangman in reverse. We have the Empress in reverse. And we have the Ace of Wands. Oh, it's so clear. So Spirit is saying that there is a situation that's ending here. And it's ending because you're looking at the situation differently. You really persevered in this situation. You were trying to do the right thing. You are now looking at this situation differently. Spirit is saying that's the correct thing to do. To look at a situation that is ending in a new light. Look at it differently. That situation was not growing. It was not meeting the expectations. And incidentally, this person that's coming in, they might be a little guarded too, but this is somebody that is really ideally suited for you, Aquarius. It's a perfect match. But back to Spirit's advice, Spirit is saying this situation that's ending, you need to look at it differently. It's not a situation that is growing, and it's a situation that is deteriorating. It's trying to deteriorate who you are internally. So you can't allow that to happen. You can't doubt your worth based upon a failed relationship from the past. You have ultimate worth here and ultimate value, and that you may be processing some of that confusion by the end of the month, but you're to refocus that energy. And that refocusing is on a new beginning, something you're going to be very passionate about. It could be a person, it could be a project, but there's passion here. I feel like you may be meeting your perfect match in November, but it will come upon this the tail end of a connection that's ending, and you may have felt like you were just persevering. You were stuck in that connection, but Spirit's saying it's okay to let it go. You have to look at it differently. It wasn't growing. It wasn't bringing you what you needed in life, that prosperity, that sense of well-being, but you have something that will. All right, so let's look at the Three of Wands. Let's look at your outcome. All right, we have the Magician in reverse. We have the Seven of Wands. And we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. So yeah, by the end of the month, there's something that's trying to manifest. You're still going to have to wait a little bit here. It's not completely manifesting, but there's an offer. It's an offer that's trying to manifest. And I can tell you now, Aquarius, it looks like this person's they're healing. They're not quite ready, but they're getting there by the end of the month. So you find yourself waiting to see what's going to manifest and whether it's an offer that you want to refuse or to accept. This person that you are dealing with, they feel like their back is up against the wall, that they've got a lot going on, that they're constantly having to fight. I'm hearing for their own self-worth. This is somebody that they're embattled in something here that is painful. It's not quite over, but I do see this new beginning trying to come in for you. It's just not, you're going to have to wait for it to manifest. And this person in your energy, they're defensive, they're guarded, just like you have been in the past. And you may still be, but this person, this is somebody who's going to be willing to fight for you. And that what's going to happen here is if you're patient and you wait, that guardedness is going to dissipate. And this offer is going to manifest if you're willing to wait. So hold back on the emotions and just give this a little bit of time, because I feel like your match is coming in. All right, bottom of the deck is the King of Cups in the reverse. You've got two kings here, okay? So you've got a lot of passion, and you've got somebody who is emotionally manipulative and, you know, very controlling. So you've got two kings. And I do feel like you will accept one, and you will, you know, have to hold off on that person. But I do feel like you're moving away from this controlling person. You're turning your back on them. But there's two kings. So you've got two people in your energy here. One that you're moving away from. You're taking the L. You're looking at it differently. And the other is somebody that's new and approaching, and you may not have even met them yet. So, very exciting. And it might be like the 3rd or 4th week of November that you meet this person. All right, let's see if we get anything else from your oracles. You're going to have to be patient here, and I know nobody likes to hear that. All right, you've got number 14. It's called The Awakening. Now, 14 condenses down into a 5. So you have changes coming up this month. Let me see if I can read this directly to you. Sleep no more, soul child. The time for rest is done. And now you are awakened to action by the great golden dragon of the day, ancient friend to the kitsune. In the realms unseen by most humans, forgotten by nearly all humans, there are great dragons who stand at the edge of the day's birth and death, helping all within the realm to arise and awaken to the blessings of each day. The great golden dragon within this card heralds the awakening of the day. And when this card comes to you, you know you are being called to arise and awaken to a new day within your life. You are called to awaken to your own belief and your own knowledge, to the truth of your own soul, to rise up and embrace it all, to know your worth and your beauty, and to shine it out through the day before you. Treat this as a new time, even when it contains old stories, as it is still a great and beautiful opportunity to take all that is within you and make the very most of all that is. When this card comes to you, it is a reminder, too, that there are parts of you which are asleep or resting, dormant and underloved, underlived, and they must now be awakened. Think now, seeker, on the dreams and wishes you sent to sleep over the years. Let them now gently awaken one by one as the days before you unfold, so that they come to life again, not as dreams and ideas any longer, but as events and experiences that become your life. Awaken to your power. Awaken to your sleeping soul. And arise like this great dragon of the day and call out to the world that you are coming into it this day, fearlessly, ready to live fully and embrace the adventures of this gift called life. Ooh, that's amazing. So yeah, those are going to be big changes, good changes, and it's like an awakening that is happening for you. I just see you guys having so much good coming into your life. So prepare now, because by the end of November, I feel like there is this person coming in, and come December, most likely is when this may culminate, should you decide to continue manifesting it. I can't even get the words out. I'm just excited for you. All right. So, and remember that the reason for this reading is because there is this great love that you've been waiting for. So it's amazing reading. All right. I hope you have been happy with this reading. If it has resonated with you, hit that like button. And if you have not already subscribed, I would be so grateful if you do. Until I see you guys in the next weekly reading. Namaste.